everybody, it's Christine, and I want to share with you some of my favorite tools for paper crafting. If there is anything in these videos that interests you, you can check them out by clicking on the links in the comments below, and that will take you to a store, as well as you can check them out more on my blog if you want more information. So let's get going. First off, I'm going to start with the We Are Memory Keepers alphabet punch boards. These come in two different sizes, so you can make smaller letters or bigger letters. And what you do is you start with a rectangle and you'll use that little contraption in front of you to cut out letters. It's always the same font. There's not a lot of variation there, but it is super, super handy and not too hard for kids to figure out either. So I've really enjoyed playing with both of those. Not something I use on every layout, but I do use it pretty regularly in both sizes. The next thing I'm going to dive into is some cutting tools. So first up, I have my scissors, which are the Cutter Bee scissors from EK Success. I have tried a lot of different scissors, and I love those ones the best, especially for fussy cutting. Now on to craft knives. This is a little finger blade made by Fiskars, and I really like that one for when I'm trying to do really detailed work, but I also like two other ones. This one is the Tim Holtz Tonic one, and this one I've been using for quite a while. I like it. I like the rubber grip around it, to be honest. That's the appeal for me. And then the other one is a brand new one on the market. It's called a pen blade, and you click it at the top just like a pen, and then you flip it shut by clicking on the side, which I will do here in just a moment. And I've just started playing with these, but I really like the length of the blade and that I can get my finger down right in there. Okay, on from those to my favorite paper trimmer. So this is a paper trimmer I have been using for years. Not this exact one, because my children have knocked it off the table at multiple times and I've broken it. So this is probably my fifth one of this same model. But this also comes from EK Success. It's called the Rotary Paper Trimmer. I love it. I've tried other ones, and it just is the one I like. I like that it has 1/4 inch squares on it so I can find my sizes easily. I like that it goes to 12 by 12. Next up, some circle cutting. So I used two different things. These both came from Martha Stewart, which I haven't been able to find on scrapbook.com anymore, but EK Success makes something very similar, and I believe they're all produced. EK Success's stuff matches a lot of Martha Stewart's. So I don't know what the connection is there, but I'm going to link you to the EK Success ones. So that first one cuts smaller circles, and then this one goes all the way up to 12-inch circles. So I like that other one to do with the smaller stuff, and then I like this one if I want to do a circle that's 4, 5, 9 inches. Totally different needs, but I do use these both weekly. I get a ton of use out of both of those, and thus, older models a little bit. So let's move on to adhesives. Since I'm on the Scrapbook Adhesives team, I'm going to talk about some of their adhesives that I really like. First of all, I was using the Easy Runner with the micro refill, which I really like because it works great for cut files. Then this one is the Easy Runner Grand, which look how easy it is to load that cartridge. Isn't that amazing? I've used other big adhesive guns, and loading the cartridge is kind of a nightmare. This is totally foolproof, and I love that aspect of it. I haven't had any trouble with using it so far. Nice and smooth, and it sticks really good. I also love their adhesive dots and adhesive lines. These are your traditional flat glue pieces, and they're good for things like buttons or bigger, little heavier pieces, or if you just need to get in a tight space. Next tool I'm going to talk about is a ribbon cutter. Now, this one was made by Imaginis, which is no longer in existence, but We Are Memory Keepers makes the exact same thing under their name, so I'll be linking you to that one. And what this does is it uses heat to cut your ribbon and make it so it won't fray. Next up is my favorite black ink. I love this archival ink from Ranger. In fact, I buy all the ink I get Ranger because I like that one so much. Mists. I love Heidi Swapp's Color Shine mists. I like that they add a little bit of sparkle. I also like that they aren't overwhelmingly solid. I guess they've got a little bit of opaqueness to it. Next up, I've got this stapler board, which is also from We Are Memory Keepers, and this is got 3 different size staplers, and you magnetically put your piece in there so you can go like all the way to the middle of a 12 by 12 layout, and then you can just put the staple size that you want and put your staple wherever you want your staple to actually go. So you're not limited by the length of the stapler on this one, which is a really nice feature. It also has a little storage drawer to put your staples in, which is also a nice feature because it just keeps them organized for me. Otherwise, I might be searching for them all the time. So next up, we've got the Cameo, which I know is a favorite for a lot of people. My Cameo is almost 5 years old and has just kept on going and going and going. I use this regularly to cut everything from titles to vinyl pieces to cards to heat press pieces, lots of different things. Now, a newer tool that I love, and if you've watched any of my videos, you see I use this all the time. This is the We Are Memory Keepers laser square. And what this does is it shoots lasers out to help you make your things go straight on your projects. So, like when I'm doing a layout and I want to make sure I get a bunch of letters lined up nice and straight, I pull this thing out. If I want to make sure my picture is just on the layout straight, I'll pull this out. Anytime I'm second guessing the straightness of something, this tool comes out, and I use it almost every single time I am doing paper crafts. I just love it. Next up, we have got some different writing and mixed media utensils. So this is a blending brush from Marvy. I originally got this from SRM Stickers. She carries a whole bunch of Marvy stuff, and I'm on the design team there, so I've gotten to play with quite a bit of them and kind of figure out what I like. Then I have this white pen. This is a gel pen. Also, same place, SRM Stickers. I love that it shows on darker papers. And then the La Plume pen, which again, I was introduced to by SRM. And this is my favorite black pen. Doesn't bleed, nice fine tip, works fabulous. Then in the same category, we've got some color in twist pencils. And these are like colored pencils, but they're watercolor, so you can blend them. And again, these are all of these, this right now is all from SRM Stickers. Then watercolor pencils, that again, same kind of concept, but slightly, a little bit different than the color twist. And these you have to sharpen. So, I mean, you know, depends if you're lazy like me and you don't want to have to sharpen things, the color twist can be nice in that respect. Then these are just some color in markers, which have a nice brush tip, so perfect for brush lettering. And then the color in La Plume 2, which has a fine point side and a brush side, so you get both options. And all of those, again, they're all from SRM Stickers. Also available other places. Those have been really fun to play with and added to what I do with that kind of stuff. Last up, I've got gelatos. I love gelatos. They blend nice. They add color. They're really fun with kids. And Faber-Castell makes them. Can't get enough of those. And can't get enough of adding them onto different mixed media pieces. So thanks so much for joining me today. If you have questions on any of these products, I'd be happy to answer them. Enjoy your National Scrapbook Day.